Hey everyone! Welcome to the first evening stream, like officially. At least we're just gonna see how it goes. Welcome on in, Moonshadow and Pixie. Thank you so much for dropping in. Woohoo! And thank you very much for the confetti. Sorry, still a little bit croaky. I've got myself a nice cup of tea here. But yeah, first of all, how was your guys' day? I hope it was good. Just gonna have some of my tea. And what you can see here is something that I've been working on today. I've been working on an animated emote and we're gonna have some sparkles, hopefully. It's very fast at the moment, so we got to work on that, but you know, we'll get there. We're just having fun. Christmas shopping and lots of cat cuddles. That sounds like the best day. Did you get little catnip toys and things for the cat's Christmas present as well? Okay, so what I've done to start with, if I just enlarge this, that blue sketch that you can see underneath, that's on the bottom layer down here, and now on the second layer I'm just going over that blue sketch on the separate layer and adding in like little sparkly bits, and we will see how it all goes. More robust cat toys. Wow, is Dusty quite hard on the kitty toys there? Oh, this is so nice, guys. It's actually really nice being able to chat to you at a different time. I am quite tired, but you know, I think it'll be good. I think we'll be good. Okay, so I've got my purple, I've got my sketch pencil there. Make that a bit bigger. So you can see with the blue under sketch there, I've basically just sketched out the shape of the sparkles, And then I've gone through and I've just started adding in the sparkles at the bottom and the top of each little point. And what I'm hoping this will end up looking like is that the sparkles just kind of fade away over time. It might not end up looking like that though. We'll see. Oh, Dusty is purring. That is so cute. She must be so happy to see you. Okay, we're going to go ahead. And we're not going to draw anything because apparently that's not working. It did this to me earlier as well. Do we have other things that are working? Like, can I draw in this bit? Yes, okay. That's a relief. There was an issue earlier. Oh, that's the problem. That's why. So we're actually up to this one. Okay, that makes sense now. But yeah, I did have an issue earlier where the iPad stopped letting me draw, so we'll see how this goes. So now we get the exciting task of adding a little sparkle to the bottom of every point, and then we'll go back and add the top sparkles. So not the most exciting thing, but I'm excited to be making another animated emote for you guys. Mandelbrot, welcome on in. You got a bit of post today. Was it a special post? That is so exciting. Did it come a long way to get to you? I hope so, because I've been hoping that it gets there all safe and in one piece. I'm just gonna have some of my tea. I hope it is the right post that I'm thinking of. Welcome on in, Mandelbrot. Welcome to the first evening stream. Oh, yay! Yay, I am glad that it got there safe and sound. And that actually didn't take all that long, really, did it? Especially considering that it's Christmas post season. Because I have had some things take over a month to get to different parts of the world at this time of year. So what we're doing today, I'll just get to the end of this bit here and I'll push the play button so you can see what I'm working on. We're making a little sparkly animated emote. And it needs a lot of work. I just started it this morning. I've been working on it today. But this is going to be part of our next animated emote for you guys. Oh, nice! It's no good that the corkboard took a long time to get there though. I guess it just depends on the local post system, eh? Like ours recently has been pretty good. It's been a lot better. Just like our local New Zealand postal service. But a local courier, I won't name and shame because all the Kiwis are gonna know who I'm talking about. I bought something off Trade Me, guys, and I was quite excited. Just a couple of very small things, and I got the email saying it was coming via that courier, and I was just like, oh. That'll be here next year. Alright, time for some tea. And so the next thing I need to do is just add these little sparkles here. I'm calling them like placeholder sparkles, so these are going to be the main kind of sparkles that are going to hold it together, and then the other sparkles that I add can just be a bit more random, and I won't have to worry about the placement so much, I think. But these will just help keep the shape of these little triangle drippy sparkles I don't really know what else to call them. It's meant to be like kind of a fairy trail of sparkles. Just that classic animated effect, which I'm not doing very well, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Just over a week! That is fantastic! Yeah, my sense of time is a bit munted at the moment because basically just spent all last week in bed, so I knew that it hadn't been that long. I couldn't quite remember exactly how long it had been. Alright, so we have to do this for each one of the drawings that I've got here. So it is going to be a little bit tedious. I might just add an extra little one in there. But each time I play it back and I see the sparkles getting better, that is so cool. It makes it worth it. Okay, so, whoops. The next thing I have to do, and being a... Oh no! Hang on, Mandelbrot, thank you for giving me a heads up about that. Now, of course, we're Kiwis here, so we're not too bothered with that word. Hang on a second. Here we go. You know, as long as it's used in the Kiwi sort of way, which is how you're using it there, that is totally cool. I understand in other parts of the world that's kind of a rude word, but I think here and in Australia it tends to be used a bit more casually. Okay, so now the next thing I have to do is we're going to add a few little sparkles going along the top of the row here. I'm just hoping this will give it kind of more of a three-dimensional effect. Just kind of looking for areas where we can add a few little extra bits there. And then I'll play this back once I finish this top row and we'll see how it's looking now. Oh yeah, so you picked it up from an Aussie. Yeah, it's a wee bit rude, but I mean, it's not something you would use in polite company or like, you know, with someone you just met or in a work situation, that kind of thing. But if you're just with friends, then I would say if your friends are okay with it, then that's fine. In fact, in the Discord, let me just check. If I got my phone, I'm just gonna check something. do I actually have it there? Might have to scroll back a bit. Just seeing if I've put the famous advert in the Discord. I'm not sure if I have. No, I haven't. Maybe I should add it. Yeah, thanks, Pixie. That's what I was seeing if I had in the Discord. I thought maybe I'd added it there, but yeah, because wasn't there a kerfuffle over those? Like originally they were banned, but that's very Kiwi humour. The Toyota ads. I think people got a bit offended that they were on primetime TV originally, but now it's just kind of a bit tame. Oh, thanks, Pixie. Alright, so let's see. I mean, we just played it back before, but let's have a look again. Oh, actually, if I do that, it will show us more of the animation. I think it's going to look pretty cute once we get more done. Yeah, that's right. I remember the controversy, eh? But I mean, how could you not like the dog? Yeah, I've come across a few words that to me are just harmless as anything, and I've discovered in American culture they're quite rude. Not words that I've said on stream or anything, because I do I don't know, for some reason I seem to have a filter that I just automatically tend not to swear on stream all that much. But when I've been watching like TV and movies and stuff, and occasionally someone's referenced a word that's rude, and I'm like, but that's not a rude word, and then I find out that it is. It's just really interesting to me. And then I make a mental note never to use that word if I ever go to that country. Okay, so we're going to add the sparkles at the bottom point of these bits. Yeah, that's another one you would never, if you're saying what I assume you're saying, and thank you very much for bleeping that out, because we do strive to be family friendly. But that's another one, Mandelbrite, that you would never say unless you knew someone really well. I think in Australia, because I've had chats with Australian streaming friends about this. In Australia, again, that word they're a little bit more comfortable with in certain situations, but I feel like in New Zealand that's not going to fly. You have to know your friends pretty well. I'm trying to think of what slang that would be, Pixie. I'll have to look that up later. Yes, yeah, well again, that's a word I would never use myself actually, so I think that's definitely a word I would draw the line at personally. So I have no fear of accidentally saying that if I'm ever visiting the United States. And back we go the other way, adding these bits in. Whoopsie, that one was a bit too big. Occasionally I get like sort of a false or a hard start with the Apple Pencil. I'm wondering if I need to change the nib. I probably do, because I've had the same one on since 2018, so it's probably about time I switched it out. Mandelbro, I have a confession. This is like my workplace, and as such, I do not swear at work. But, you know, with friends, and especially if I'm tired, it gets worse. But I treat the Twitch streaming as like a professional work environment, so no swearing allowed. And also I like to remember that because I do the cute art and things, occasionally there are some younger viewers watching with their parents, so it's just not something that I feel would be a good fit for the stream. We don't want to scare people off. We want to keep things nice and cozy. Oh dear, I get quite sleepy when I have a drink as well, so it's probably not the best way. Okay, here we go. Not bad. Right, let's add kind of the more 3D type looking ones. Well, I mean, what I'm trying to do is, this line is just like a flat line at the moment, but whoops, I'm trying to think of that top line there, that blue line, is more of a plane. So when I add those sparkles along the top there, I'm sort of thinking about that as a 3D shape, like where the sparkles would have emanated from the star. So we're just trying to make it look like it's more of a rounded shape there. And these little icicle things that are hanging down currently, eventually those will all disappear. So if I turn this off, there you go. All we're going to be left with are the little sparkly dots, because I'm going to be turning off all of those bits underneath. So that's why I'm being so careful with the structure and where I'm placing things, because we're not going to have those blue lines to rely on. So gosh, I hope this does work. That's why the title of this stream is just messing about making animated emotes, because we're just going to see how it goes. Oh, there's worse things to be spending your money on, Mandelbrot, honestly. Okay, let's just go this way a little bit further. I'm wondering about maybe using a slightly different brush. I like that this has a bit of texture to it, so they kind of automatically look like little sparks. But I am going to need to do some quite tiny sparkles, which I can do, of course, by doing this. But I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. More walls, yeah, that's the answer. Just start erecting random walls. Oh, we need to put that back up again. There we go. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, how many more of these do we have to go? Actually, not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's alright. And then we can start adding cute details. So, on to the next one. Exciting stuff. Well, I'm sure glad that you're enjoying decorating the walls of your house. That is super awesome. It's really fun being able to hang stuff up finally, isn't it? Pixie's planning out your future studio. Nice. Gosh, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? Having a studio that you could just cram the walls with everything. I still haven't got around to hanging up that little magnetic poster hanger that I bought. I need to do that at some point. I'm just not quite sure where to put it. Now I gotta keep an eye on the time tonight as well, because I've started on the half hour and my brain is so used to streaming and stopping on the hour. I gotta remember my break is at 8:30 and not now or in the next hour. But I'm quite excited to get at least the main sparkles done, and then maybe we could add a few of the extra ones in, and then we could turn off the blue bits and see how it all looks. Actually, maybe we'll put this one down here just for something a little bit different. That one up there. Pudgy! Yes! Evening stream! I'm excited. I'm hoping I can manage to keep it going. Like, you know, in the future, not tonight. How's your day been, Podgy? Nice to see you. Got so much art that you've got some on loan. Wow, that's impressive. Just messing about with some hopefully vaguely animated sparkles. So this is as far as I've got. I thought I could do like a cute little sparkle animated emote. Whee! Sparkles! So I've just kind of got the blue shapes there as a placeholder, and we'll see how that goes. At the moment, because of that line, it's really looking like a snake and it's way too fast. But we will see. Ah, yes, there we were. Yeah, I'm really excited to try using more of Procreate Dreams. So I thought, you know what? Animated emotes. They don't take all that long, unless you're silly like me and decide that sparkles are a good idea. And, you know, it's good fun, good practice exercise, I guess. So I'm looking forward to having fun with this. Oh, no worries. Let me just type. Where's my keyboard? There we go. Oh, excuse me. Right, okay, so more sparkles. Maybe next year sometime we'll finish this emote. I was thinking this could be one that I could use in a few different situations, like maybe I could have like a word revealing from behind it or something. I'm not quite sure how that would work yet, but I could use different words for different holiday occasions and things. That was kind of the idea. I'm looking to cut down on extra work for emotes. Alright, so there's our placeholder sparkles. I'm just going to go back along here and add some more. Oh yeah, that's perfect for a marine biologist. I hope that cheers them up. I hope they enjoy that. I just feel like, you know, it's cute and it's like a little bit of a boost, you know? I want to make that into a greeting card as well. That's what it was supposed to be originally. But just with the issues I've had with printing things and making cards, it didn't happen, so at the moment it's just a sticker. But eventually I'm hoping maybe I can have that as a greeting card. And I hope your friend feels better soon. I feel like maybe I'm making these too regular. I suppose I can change my mind later if I need to. Excellent. Well, that's the intention. That's why I add the little extra bits and pieces in, because it's like those little things that can really make a difference, right? And I think if someone receives the thing that they ordered, but also a cute sticker and stuff that says, "I think you're swell," or, you know, just something random, like, that could really make someone feel a lot better. Do you know what? I'm making these too oval, I think. I hope I don't regret that. I feel like I've been maybe thinking too much about this as a rounded object, because really we just want the sparkles. And those kind of look like they're all lining up together. Oh no, what did I just do? Those all disappeared at once. I didn't know I could do that. Neon! Hello. I just did something and some things disappeared. It's amazing. I don't know what I did. How are you going? It's gonna be sparkles. Here we go. So let me just play it from the beginning. And this is what I did earlier today in the Patreon stream. So there is a VOD, at least I hope the VOD is still available, of the stream from today, so you should be able to go back and see the beginning process of this. And right now we're just adding the sparkly bits, and then we're going to remove those blue lines there, and then hopefully I don't delete anything else by accident, and we should be good. Oh dear, where were we? There, okay, so we accidentally deleted all of those somehow, but that's fine, we'll just draw them back in again, no biggie. I hope so. I'm hoping it's not going to be too tiny and bitsy, but you know, I can't resist the cute sparkles and stuff, so if it is too tiny and bitsy, it can always be used for some kind of animated effect on stream. But the idea I was thinking is maybe we could have like a word or something behind it that's revealed, or something like that. Oh, is this like Christmas decorations or something, Mandelbrot? I need to slow it down quite a bit as well, I think, because it's meant to be like pixie dust. And at the moment it just kind of looks a bit more like a sparkly snake. Just try and break up some of these a little bit more so they don't look so regular. Alright, that's that one done. Next one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. Oh, nice! Man, sounds like you're really well prepared. I was attempting to be prepared, and then things happened, and now I am not prepared, but that's okay. And books are always a good gift, I reckon. Oh, is he okay, Neon? Yeah, it's getting to that point, isn't it, where it's starting to feel like the last minute. I hope your cat is okay and that the vet visit wasn't too expensive. And also, who is the other naughty cat beating your cat up? That's no good. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope they are taking good care of your kitty. That sounds like a good treat, Mandelbrot. That sounds like the perfect treat. Okay, there we go. A monster cat! Holy moly! Yeah, that definitely sounds like that would be a good idea. That's a little bit scary. Yeah, definitely all the internet pets for the kitty. That's really not great. Must be just like a big giant feral tomcat or something, eh? Okay, so we've done our little points there. And we go back the other way and do this. And we'll be coming up to a break in about 10 minutes, just as well I remembered to check. No worries, thanks for the lurk, Neon, I appreciate it. I hope the dinner cooking goes well. There might be some more sparkles by the time you get back. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! Alright, now back the other way. Might be fun to maybe make Wednesday night streams a bit more animation maybe, because I haven't been able to fit that in. Oh, cute! 14 kgs, that is extremely large, isn't it? Like, I know Maine Coons are big, but that's a large kitty. Is it very fluffy? I like the fluffy ones. Oh, that's amazing! That sounds adorable. Is it a very serious kitty as well? I like the idea that it was taking the meeting seriously. Maybe we'll just remove that one and do that again. There we go. I keep wanting to make them elongated, but I feel like they need to remain a little bit more round. Yay! Another one done. And next one. So this is one that I added as just like a little in between, because at this point I realized that it wasn't, it's looking a little bit choppy around about here, so just added this little one in. I do need to actually just adjust my drawing surface here. There we go, because I'm leaning a bit too far over. And we've got a break in about 3 minutes, so we've just got time to add a few little sparkly dots in here and maybe erase these accidental bits. When I get to the end of this one, we'll play it back and see how it's looking now. Oops, that's a little bit too squashed looking. And a few up here. Okay. Yeah, I think it will look a lot less weird after I hide that blue layer. Otherwise, it's kind of looking vaguely sparkly. Oh, Oh, cute. I like that though. He wanted to join in. Oh, hey, Gentleman. Yes, so I'm testing out evening streams. So I'm thinking maybe next year in 2024 we might stream in the evening on a Wednesday from 7:30 till 9:30 p.m. Speaking of which, sorry, I know that you've just got here, but it is 8:30 and I started at 7:30, so that means it is time for a quick 5-minute break. But I will just quickly show you the animation that I'm working on, which is some animated sparkles. It's looking a bit jerky at the moment, but we've just started this morning, so that's what I've been working on. But yeah, I'm just going to take a quick 5-minute break and then I will be back and we can keep on working on some animations. So I will be back very, very soon. Hey everyone, welcome back. And Mozzie, welcome on in. How are you going? Not that challenging actually, Mandelbrot, because it is available, but I just haven't added them back yet since I've been sick, but they will be going up soon. Just seeing if I've got them here. I've got them all stashed in the drawer, but it's gonna take me probably another day or two to get them added. But they are on the way! Woohoo! Now we just have to find, was it this one we were up to? Yes, it was. Oh, that's the other thing I should say. If you are interested, where is my phone? I did a thing just before I got sick. So I added a channel to the Discord, and it's up the top where it says welcome to the Squibbledesign Discord, and then the third channel down in that section there's a new one called Get Roles, and so if you want to know when the shop is updated, you can select the shop updates role, and that means whenever I add an update and I post about it in the shop channel, you will get notified, only if you want to, of course. But there's also some for general announcements, events, YouTube and live streams, and there's a whole spiel in there that explains how it works, and so far it seems to be working. There's a few people using the one for the live streams, and that seems to be working. But otherwise, if you don't want to be notified, yeah, just drop in and ask, and eventually in the next day or two they will be available. I actually have all the listings set up already, it's just I have to take proper photos of each of those little prints, which involves taking them out of the little plastic baggies. Oh, Pooh Bear, that is so cute. Whoops, that's a little too close together. What's today? Wednesday tomorrow. I wonder if I can do them tomorrow morning. I might look at that. Okay, we'll just keep adding the extra little sparkles in. Probably don't need to do too many more up around here. Okay, let's see how this is looking now. Oh, gotta make that smaller. Okay, just a few more to go then. We're up to the small one. Did I do this already? I must have gone back to that one and added more, but we were meant to be working on this one. It's okay. Alright, here we go. Yeah, those ones actually, I think it was how I had them displayed at the market. I was expecting those to do better. Quite a few people looked at them, but I think they were kind of hidden. And those were the ones I was expecting to do a lot better than they did. But I really like those. I probably need to stick some on some of my stuff. The super glue instant one is the one that I am probably most familiar with myself. We'll have that one up there. And yeah, around the corner, here we go. I think I'm getting a little bit faster at this, which is nice. I had actually wondered about just making them into packs. I can do. I can just add. I can add them as a pack. I'll add that to my list of things to do. Because I've got other sticker packs. Where is my list? Welcome back, Neon. Oh, chicken karaage and steamed veggies? That sounds lovely. We have done a few more sparkles since you left. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these frames to do after this one that I'm working on. Now, where is my list? So, I'm going to add to my list, add prints, and then art accidents, sticker sets. Yeah, I think I've just had them listed as loose because that's how I had them set up for the market. Alright, let's work our way back from here and add yet more sparkles. Okay. I feel like they're starting to look a little bit too regular again, so I'm just going to space them out a bit. Oh, those are definitely too regular. I've just lined them up next to each other. That's better. Okay, just working my way through this one here. Whoops, that one's a little bit too far over. Just add a few little ones there. And back the other way. I'm thinking maybe this time as we go, I'm going to add a few little extra sparkles just to kind of speed it up a little bit. Well, I mean, it probably takes the same amount of time, but it will feel like it's going faster. some extra little ones around here. Because I think I forgot to do that. I just started speeding along. And I forgot to add the extra ones in, so we'll just go back and do that. Kind of went on autopilot there. Okay, there we go. That's better. And around the corner. Oh, they vanished. That's no good. I hope wherever they are, they're doing okay. It's always a bit of a worry when someone just sort of vanishes off the face of the earth or the internet. Hey, Brizzy Girl, welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope you are having a good day. Or a good evening, actually. It's probably evening for you by now, I think. I'll just get to the end of this row and then I can show you what I've been working on this evening and this morning. You've got your holiday sorted then, nice! Yeah, we haven't quite got to the point here where it's hot enough to feel like chopping your hair off, but it's slowly getting warmer. Almost 6 PM, nice, that's not too late then. We are heading towards 9 PM here. Oh, that's good. I hope that you're able to find out good news about your art friend. Oh, sorry about that. Wigger! I was so excited to say hello I started coughing instead. Yes, we are testing out evening streams on a Wednesday. we're gonna see how it goes, and then if I feel up to it, next year we'll be streaming from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. on a Wednesday. Time will tell whether this is a good idea. It might not be. But yeah, I just thought we'd give it a go. Why not? How are you going? How has your day been? I hope it has been good. Okay, so if I zoom out and then we zoom this out, we've still got a few things to do. But yeah, we're working on some animated sparkles right now. They're still quite fast, but I think that's gonna look cute. Yes, you can do it. You can definitely do it. Not long to go now. Here we go. Here's some confetti. I believe. And then it's the holidays. So this is how we're doing the sparkles, one by one. You got any fun plans for the holidays? Oh. Oh, I have to change that. That's my granny alarm. It tells me it's 9 o'clock. Chill out. That sounds good. Yeah, basically the same. Chilling and family shenanigans, which I am looking forward to. And of course, when I can squeeze it in, lots of art. Just kind of adding in some extra long sparkles here. Maybe I should leave the alarm actually, like if I turn it off for one night, I'll forget to turn it back on again. It just lets me know that, hey, you should be starting to sort stuff out for tomorrow. Okay, so there's those bits. Now we have to do the ones kind of at these points. those are also sparkles. So basically the idea is, what we're going to have is we're going to have the bright star. It's going to be leaving little lots of pixie dust behind it, and as it travels along, that pixie dust is falling. So the blue triangles that you can see, that's kind of like my placeholder shape for where we want that pixie dust to be spreading out and gradually falling. And I think it's probably not going to end up looking quite how I want it to, but it should be okay. Yeah, so what I'm doing at the moment with these dots is that these are going to be like the main kind of sparkle bits. And then when we go back, I'm going to be adding lots of other random little dots within these blue triangle shapes. And because it's quite random, I don't think I need to have every dot follow the exact same trail. So I'm just sort of making it good enough. And then by the time it's all animated, I'm hoping it will just kind of look like a sparkling trail of stuff. And I probably am going to need to adjust it. Like, this is the first time I've done this sort of effect, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. Yeah, it can be quite difficult to make sense of to start with, especially with something like this. And I've turned off the onion skin as well, so I'm not even looking at what's coming before or after at the moment, and that's mainly because I know I just need to add the little dots at these particular places, and it should look fine, theoretically. So without the onion skin for you guys to see, I guess it's probably even more confusing. This might end up being normal for me now, Mozzie. I'm just testing it out tonight. But I feel like maybe I just want to branch out next year and try some different stream times. So I'm thinking Wednesday night might be a stream that I do from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. And we can do random stuff like this, like make cute animations, maybe some crafting. If I do things that aren't like too taxing or require a lot of brain power, I think it could be kind of fun. Yeah. I used to do evening streams a long time ago, like maybe back in about 2017 to 18. And I was quite relieved to make the switch to daytime streams because I did find it quite tiring, but that was because every stream was a nighttime stream at that point. So I feel like one nighttime stream doing art stuff shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, definitely, especially when I have to concentrate on stuff. Like I don't think we'll be doing any oil painting on a Wednesday night, unless it's really simple or like you know, like the really early stages of painting. I used to, though, now that I think about it, I used to do oil painting late at night on stream. Wow. But you know, I didn't really have any other option. Yeah, nighttime is practically bedtime. at least as far as my brain's concerned. We could do messy things like making paint. I don't need to be too delicate with that. That could be fun. Do some bookbinding. Yes, let's paint. Paint everything. Whoopsie daisy, we'll just undo that because I meant to move that way. There we go. Nearly at the start. Oh no, we're not. Oh, thank you for redeeming the Coco. It's another thing on my list. My long list of stuff is to add more birds. Oh, did you see that news article, Mozzie, of the lady who went to check on her hens and found a kiwi, a little brown North Island kiwi curled up asleep with her hens? I thought that was really cute. And the hens weren't bothered at all, so they ended up with a kiwi friend all day. Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be great? That's like my dream, just to have like a random kiwi nesting or resting on my property. It is. It's totally lovely. I put the link. Is it in the Quite Interesting channel? If anyone wants to have a look, let me just double check. Because it's got photos as well. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sniffly. Let me just double check. Yeah, I stuck it in Quite Interesting. And it's got photos of the little kiwi curled up in the hen box with the hens. So apparently, she found the kiwi and it had just kind of moved in and made itself at home. And they have a run apparently that goes from the hen house down to the fence to keep the chickens safe so they can wander about and do stuff. And apparently the kiwi spent a little bit of time in the hen house and then wandered down the chicken run and had a sleep by the fence, then came back to the hen house and had a sleep there. Isn't it? Oh, I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. Well, just the idea that you could have a property where you must have enough bush around. And it also says at the end of the story that kiwi sightings are becoming more common up north. And that's to do with the conservation efforts and all the work that they've done to rehome kiwi and look after them and stuff, and so people are seeing them more often, which I think is just wonderful. Sorry about that. Okay, we have just 2 of these to go, which I think we can mostly get done in the next 15 to 17 minutes, so let's go. Yes, that might be it. And there's been all kinds of success stories like that around the place. There's still a lot of work to be done, but there's quite a few different birds that are now making their home outside of sanctuaries and stuff. So for instance, here in Wellington, it's kind of like the Zealandia Sanctuary is almost like their home base, but they spread out from there, but they've always got that safe place to come back to. But as a result, we see a lot of tuis around the city. We quite often see kakas flying between suburbs and stuff, fantails, all kinds of beautiful birds. And I think it's because we're lucky enough to have that sanctuary right there in the centre of the city. And there's a few other places around New Zealand as well where I think a similar thing has happened. We've also got a predator eradication program, I think, happening out on, is it Miramar Peninsula? And I feel like they've either almost eradicated bad predators, or like, you know, very close to, from that whole peninsula area, and that's looking quite promising. And for anyone overseas who is not sure why we're trying to eradicate all the predators, it's because we've got really unique wildlife here, and most of them, it's birds. We don't really have any native mammals or anything like that, apart from a bat, or is it maybe 2 bats and a rat, and anything else, stoats, ferrets, weasels, all of those sorts of things, those were introduced much later, and they absolutely wreck native endemic wildlife. And so when we talk about predator eradication, that's what we're talking about, getting rid of those 4-legged furry introduced predators, so that our birds can be safe. Because the other special thing about our birds is that quite a few of them are flightless, like the kiwi. So the kiwi is the famous one, but we have lots of other birds that are also flightless. I guess the kakapo would be the other very famous one. And so it's important to protect them, because a lot of them are like super endangered. I think most people in chat know that, but I thought just in case anyone else was watching, might be a good idea to explain why we're trapping all the predators. Okay, I see why that one is there. So that's actually meant to be coming down from that one up there. So we'll just leave that there. So where is that dot coming from? I think we're going to put that one down there. Okay, are we nearly there? Woohoo! Okay, well now we just have to go back the other way. And then we've got that last drawing to do. I'm just going to try and spread these out a little bit more as well. Okay, I'm pretty excited to do this last drawing and then we can see how the sparkles are looking. So the next step, which we won't get to do tonight, but the next step in this will be to draw in all the little random sparkles. We'll see how that looks. Okay, there we go, and last one. Just speeding through these so I can get to the end. Then we can add the other sparkly bits. What I might do though is just finish with these little end bits here, because it's about time to look for someone to go and raid. So I will play it back. I think we've run out of time to finish off the whole thing, which is a shame, but oh, I just need it to be but yeah, there we go. Yay! Thank you for the confetti, Mozzie. Okay, let's see how this is looking at the moment. We need to shrink that down so we can see the whole thing. Yeah, so just imagine it a bit slower, a bit calmer, so it's not like a snake game. And all of those blue bits, they're going to be filled with tiny little purple sparkles as well. But yeah, that's not looking too bad for a start. I'm very happy with that. So just imagine it's a bit more like it's drifting. So we've got the cute little sparkly star shooting along in front, and then it's going to be a bit slower, I hope, and the sparkles are going to be drifting a bit more. It's all looking rather frantic at the moment. Okay, well thank you very much for hanging out with me on my first evening stream for a very, very long time. I mean, we did a couple during the showcase. But I feel like this could be good, so maybe just like a couple of hours on a Wednesday night, a little bit shorter. I think it could be fun. Yay for streams not during work hours. You know what, Wugga? Thank you so much. Like, I know that I stream at weird times for Kiwi people, and I do appreciate it when you guys drop in, because I know that you're working and that you guys are busy, and I appreciate it so much. So hopefully this will be better for some of you as well that can't come normally during the stream, because you support me so much and I really appreciate it. Let's have a look and see who we can go and say hello to today. Possibly some different people, because we're not normally on. Okay, so shall we go and see LK Art again? I think we raided them during the showcase. They were a new person that we found, a new Kiwi artist, and they are lovely, and it says that they are doing a group art day. So yeah, I think we'll go and say hello to LK Art. And no worries, thank you for hanging out, Neon, and thank you Mozzie, Wugga, and everyone else who's hung out and chatted this evening while we've had a good fun time. We're going to go and see LK Art, who is another Kiwi art streamer. So thank you so much. You guys have a lovely rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I will be back again tomorrow at the regular during the daytime stream from 1 PM. So I will see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks very much. Bye!